Let's go.
All right,
Great.
hello and welcome everybody. So glad that you joined us. We have an action-packed call tonight. My name is Chuck, coming at you from Citrus County, Florida. We are famous for manatees. Where I live, I'm in small town USA, and I'm happy to be your co-host along with the one and only Landy Martin from the greater Dallas, Texas area. Landy, how the heck are you doing? She's muted. Hold on here.
I'm doing good after that. I got pumped after that song. That was good.
Yeah, I feel pretty good too. We got a great call and plan, but before we do that, this is just a quick disclaimer. We don't make any type of income claims or medical claims. We're all independent associates, and of course, individual results will vary. Pretty simple, but we throw that out there. This is our agenda. We're going to do a team overview and a welcome. We've got some recognition, some announcements that Landy's going to cover. We're going to kind of mastermind a little bit. I got a class, but we're going to mastermind a little bit. I'm probably going to ask a few questions, try to make it kind of participative. And my goal is to keep this to about 40 to 45 minutes. That's the plan. No more than an hour, but ideally 40 to 45 minutes. These are our upcoming webinars. As Landy mentioned, we do these the first Wednesday of every month. So the next one will be January 7th, and you don't want to miss that one. On that one, I'm going to do my tax tips, helping you get ready for your taxes for your business, which I think will be very beneficial. Then we have February 4th, March 4th, and April 1st. And then as the months go by, I'll keep updating that a few months out. That takes us to our announcements. I know that Landy has a lot of announcements, so I'm going to turn it back over to her, the International Presidential Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Galactic
You
Ambassador.
got to throw that galactic in there. If you didn't
Yeah,
throw that in there, that wouldn't work.
no.
Okay, so guys, I don't know if you know yet, but we have some comp plan enhancements that are pretty freaking rad. We are now getting 35% commission on all first orders, all customer first orders, or let's see, for associates, I believe it's still 25 because this is for new customer pricing. So actually everybody is coming in as a customer. If they didn't join for free and as associate, you're going to be making 35% on those first orders. Also, you're going to get a recurring team bonus, not team bonus, recurring commission on every single order that that customer makes, regardless of your rank. So even if you're an associate and you haven't even hit the first rank, you will still get recurring commissions. Amazing. Guys, you're also getting some volume in the binary. So you're going to be getting team bonuses once you're qualified for binary. The other thing is once you hit director, once you hit that rank of director, you are now going to be getting a 20% residual on all customers. Customers, not associates. Okay, so you're going to be getting binary and that extra commission on those. And of course, your associates will get a discounted price when they come in, and you will get your first order bonus. But then after that, you're going to get all your volume in the binary, and we get paid on that for our team bonus. Sorry, I'm letting people in. We still got people in. New boxing. Okay, the boxes, the sample system is great. Guys, we have a code. It's going to be the first three letters of the month and the number 50. So last month it was NOV 50. This month it'll be DEC 50. On your dashboard, when you log in, you will see all your links there. You have a link. It's yourid.yoursamplebox.com. We want to share these with people and get the products in their hands. It's a great price. It's $24.95. So just want to announce that because that program is up and running. It's doing great. It's also going to put them in your prospector once they buy the box so that they can be followed up and dripped on via our automatic responder email system. Cruise and lifestyle. Guys, the cruise is coming up this year in February already, so it's already up on us. There'll be another cruise in 2027, and those announcements usually come out from Randall, so just watch your email for those. Lifestyle Club. I do want to talk about this for a second. This is such an amazing thing that Dr. K hosts every year, and literally to get invited to this, y'all, the rank you need to be at is director. Director. Okay, so look at the comp plan, set your sights on director. You're going to get invited to Lifestyle Club. Once you hit senior director, you're going to get a paid room. And these rooms, guys, this is a five-star resort. These rooms are $700-800 a night. Most of us would probably never stay at a hotel like this, and Dr. K literally pays for that for his associates. So he's so generous. And then the higher up in rank you go, the more you can win a completely free trip, with your flight, your hotel, all of it. Okay. And new look for the site. I hope you guys have seen that we've kind of updated our branding. It's more consistent. I know Jessica Ellerman is working hard on everything, and there have been some changes being made. So, thank you guys for all your patience on that. But I'm just super excited about all the changes and all the growth. We had an amazing Black Friday. And I'll turn it back over to you, Chuck.
Before you do, I'm going to bounce the basketball back to you. Can you maybe talk a little bit about the texting that corporate does? Just kind of give people like a 30,000 foot overview.
Yeah, they started reaching out. So they started over Black Friday. I noticed they were reaching out and letting people know that the Black Friday sale was going on, which I think is really cool. So they will be kind of doing more things like that, I think, just keeping in touch and also sending out more corporate emails, hosting more corporate calls, just more kind of involvement from corporate. So I really love that. But yeah, take advantage of those, and just keep in touch with your people.
Absolutely, and thank you, Landy. And anything that corporate does to follow up is just an added benefit to all of us, because following up it can be a very time consuming job, especially if you have a good sized team. So we appreciate corporate helping with that. This is the Barefoot Cruise Club. The most important thing on this slide, if you want to learn more about it, head on over to barefootcruiseclub.com. That's coming up February 8th through 15th. So it's a couple months out. You can learn more about it on that website. This is our team overview. We joined Anovite in May of 2024. It's been about 19 months, 18, 19 months so far, give or take. As of this morning, we're at 3,769 team members. And what I find really fascinating about all of this is that we have twice as many customers as we do associates. And what I'd be willing to bet as time just keeps going on, another couple years down the road, there'll probably be 4, 5, 10 customers for every associate. And that's really the sign of a healthy business. Most of these networking companies, there's no customers. It's just distributors, basically ordering the products to be qualified. So we really are a customer-friendly company, and I really like that. We're going to go to recognition, but before we do, Landy, do you want to cover this slide with the October contest winners for corporate?
Sure. I just want to say about this slide is that our team dominates the customer enroller every month. So, and like you said, that is a sign of a true long-lasting business is when you have a lot of customers. Because without customers, we don't have anything. If you just have reps that are wanting to make money, but we have people getting customers because we're getting people on the products because the products work. So just huge shout out to everybody. I see a lot of the same names on this every month, and you guys are all crushing it. So congratulations if you see your name there, and keep up the good work.
Awesome. And I want to give Melvin, who's my sponsor, a shout out too. He's on here. He's been consistently hustling it. So great job, Melvin. Landy too, of course. Kaylee and Alyssa, everybody. And you know what? If you're not on here, it's okay. Just try to do better next month or this month than you did the previous month, and just rinse and repeat. And the best thing you can do is have team members in your team that are on this list. That's better than you even being on the list. So anyway, great job, everybody. That takes us to our wall of fame. This is just simply a slideshow kind of mug shots of team members who've ranked up. It's up to like 15 slides. So I just go real fast, but I did update it again today, and I changed the order a little bit to kind of keep it fresh. But I think we've had over 100 people, like 115 or 16 people rank advance, at least to the first rank, and many more than that. But this is just some of their smiling faces. And if you see someone on here twice, I try to do one for each rank that they've hit. All right. This is the updated directors club as of today. These are just team members who've hit director or above. I want to give a shout out to everybody on this list. I'll say the name: Landy, Kaylee, Michelle, Amy, Sue, Nicole, Charity, Joe, Julie, Dr. Ivy, Kathy, Holly, Lee, Get Healthy, which is Landy again, Wendy, Myra. Melvin's also on this list. I want to say great job to everybody on here who's ranked up. And once again, this is not a competition. All right. If you don't see your name on here, don't feel bad. If you're on here, give yourself a little round of applause. If you're not on here, strive to get on here at some point in the near future. It's probably going to take you a little bit of time. That's okay. It's not a race. Even if it took you 2 years to hit director, it's still a good deal. So great job, everybody. And this is something everybody should aspire to if they're building a business. That takes us to our shout out corner, and I'm going to turn it back over to Landy real quick. Any shout outs you want to make, Landy?
Oh gosh, I should write this down before
Yeah.
because I know I'm going to forget somebody. But huge shout out to Spencer, who I believe just hit National Associate um, last night. But I'll have to get confirmation on that. But flying through the ranks, building his team, setting lots of three-way calls, really working it. Also, Ron Air is doing a great job. He's put a lot of people in. He's on Spencer's team. Everybody just crushed Black Friday. Special shout out to Myra Gilmore. She killed it. Kaylee did amazing. Michelle, like everybody is hustling and bringing people in. And just huge shout out to you guys showing up, being here on the call tonight. And that's all I got. Shout out to
Oh,
Chuck for hosting.
oh, shout out to you. Shout out to Melvin. Melvin, how the heck are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, as normal.
Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I wish I, yeah, Landy Martin and Chuck Holmes. I'm, I, you guys are wonderful for looking up, helping people and giving them credit and trying to build them up. And I just really love and appreciate that. But I'm a bit spoiled in a sense of working with people that fit more the mode of you, Chuck, and Lindy, and I don't. As far as I'm concerned, not enough people are stepping up to the plate and just being persistent and staying with it and sticking to it, because this is the I don't know how you make it easier than this.
No, Dr. K has he's really put everything together for us, him and his team. Well, thank you, Melvin. I'm so glad you joined us.
Delighted to be here.
Oh, yeah. That takes us to our training. And what I'm going to do is we're going to start with our product training from the International Galactic Presidential Ruby Emerald Ambassador, Landy Martin. She's gonna do some amazing product training tonight. Go ahead, Landy.
And I finished eating the chews I just put in my mouth.
I waited strategically for you.
I know, right? So, guys, colostrum provides numerous benefits for our pets, just like it does for us, right? It's going to help strengthen their immune system, support their gut health, reduce inflammation. So, it can be beneficial for pets of all ages, cats and dogs, horses, pigs. I mean, basically anybody. Bovine colostrum is the only non-species specific colostrum that anyone can take, really, and any animal can take. From newborns needing to develop their immunity all the way to any pets that suffer for conditions like arthritis and allergies. So some key benefits are going to be immune system support. Why? Because it contains antibodies and other immune boosting compounds that are going to help fight off pathogens. If you're taking the powder, you're probably not getting sick very often. You're noticing that your immune system's stronger. That's one thing. I've not been sick since I joined this company, y'all. So it can strengthen your immune response. Like the dogs that have to go and get the rabies shots and things like that. That's going to help. It's going to help any toxins from any of that, especially, critical for puppies and kittens to help their little developing immune systems. Okay. For digestive health, it's going to strengthen the gut lining. It's going to help balance their gut microbiome, just like it does for us. It's improving nutrient absorption and their digestion. It's going to protect the intestinal tract from damage, including side effects from anti-inflammatory medications. I know some dogs are on that for like arthritis and stuff. It has actually natural anti-inflammatory effects that can help conditions like allergies and arthritis. So, you can't have too much of a food. So sprinkle some on top of their food, or, give them a little bit extra if you think they're hurting. It may help reduce pain and improve mobility, especially in your older animals. So, what else is good? It's going to help with healing and tissue repair. It's rich in growth factors that stimulate the repair and regeneration of cells and tissues, and it can help pets recover faster from injuries and surgeries and illness and things like that. It's going to act as a potent immune modulator that helps soothe allergy symptoms. Colostrum is a natural histamine balancer or modulator in the body. We have so many people that can now eat different things that they used to couldn't eat, but now that they've eaten colostrum and they've kind of healed their gut lining, they're able to eat different things. It's going to be the same thing with your dog. Basically, it's going to be good for their overall vitality and longevity. It's going to support general wellness by improving the health of their immune system, It's containing minerals and other essential nutrients that are just important for your animal's overall health. And so if you haven't tried the canine or the feline, I share the just the 2 pound bag with Bucky, but you know, the canine has a little bacon flavor in there. So either way, these are our pet products. They were on sale over Black Friday. So if you haven't tried them with your animals, I encourage you to get them. That's all I got, Chuck. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, my friend. Great job as always. If you're brand new, this is just a little slide we cover each month, just how to get started right. I recommend that if you're brand new, you take a picture of this. I also have it posted in our team's Facebook group. And what's most important is that you get started right, so you don't have to get started over 6 months down the road, 3 months down the road, 2 months down the road. Most important thing, though, on this list, talk with one of the coaches. That's the most important thing. Talk with one of the coaches, be humble, listen to what they have to say, and follow the simple game plan they have outlined, which is pretty much these steps plus a couple other personalized, tailored steps. These are the income coaches. Think of these basically as free coaches the company provides for all of us to leverage to help us grow our business. So you don't have to be a product expert. You don't have to be a business expert. You just have to become an expert at having your new people talk with one of the coaches. You can do that and get your new people talking with one of the coaches. They will at least know what they need to do to be successful. These are the training modules that you have in the back office. If you log in and you click on the prospector and then you click on training, there's 8 training modules in there, at least as of today. And what you can do is you think of these kind of like a Anovite University. Most of them are about 15, 20 minutes long on average. Some are a little bit longer. And they're going to teach you the ropes of building your business. And you definitely, at a bare bones minimum, you want to complete the Anovite way. You really want to complete the compliance and the comp plan. Those would be the minimum I would do. And then they're all important, but those would be the minimum ones that I do first. So what I decided to do for tonight's training, and we'll keep this to about 10 minutes, this segment, is I'm going to share some end of year tips. I mean, if you can believe it, 2025 has come and gone. If your year has gone by fast, put something in the comment. Put in the chat. Was it a fast year? Was it a slow year? Was it a busy year? Was it a good year for you? I'd love to hear from you in the chat as we do this. Me, it was a great year, but it went by fast. Seems like every year I get older, each year goes by a little bit quicker. So what we're going to do is I've put together 7 things that you should think about doing by the end of the year. And I don't like to ever tell people exactly what to do. I just want to get you thinking, and then you can decide if some of these make sense. And if all you get out of this, there's one thing out of these 7 that really resonates with you, I'll feel very satisfied. I don't expect you to do all 7 of these things, but if there's one that really makes sense to you, start with that, and then maybe you can go into these other things. So let's get into it. These are the 7 things right here that you should think about doing. And not all of these just apply to the business. Some of these apply to all aspects of your life as well. The first one is to review your year honestly. And I'm not going to read the slide. You can read the slide. I'm just going to hit some of the key points so you can follow along with me. But one of the best things that I do anyway at the end of every year, I take about an hour or two and I look back over my entire year. And in the Army, we call this an after action review. It's basically when you have a mission, at the end of the mission, you talk about what was I supposed to do? What did I actually do? What didn't I do that I should have done? What could I have done more of? What could I have done better? And then most importantly, what am I doing that I don't need to be doing anymore? And if you can answer those questions about your business, maybe even about your marriage or about your finances, about anything, but especially about your business, you will find some areas of improvement. You'll probably find that you're doing a few things really, really well. You're probably not doing some things you should be doing. And you're probably doing a few things not very well, either because it's not important to you or you really just don't know how to do it. So this is a good time to get objective with yourself and think about your business and think about what you did right and what you did wrong and what you should really get out of this exercise. I like to call it the one thing. What is the one thing that you're doing that's working that you can do more of? And what is the one thing that you're not doing enough of that you need to do more of that you could be more effective in your business? And if you can answer those 2 things, you'll be well on your way. Before I go to the next slide, Landy, do you want to add anything to this? He's muted.
Sorry, I was taking a picture of it to share in the chat. No, I think this is great. It's really, I was just thinking what a great reminder it is for me to do this. I need to do this. You know, we are already starting a new year, so we do need to look at all of this and just review and see where we want to be a year from now. So, no, perfect.
Awesome. Thank you, Landy. The next one, so number 2 out of 7 is to reconnect with your customers, your prospects, and team members. And I should have put in the word reconnect with current and former customers, prospects, and team members, everybody. Because I'm going to tell you this, a lot can happen in a year. Someone who was crazy about the business might have fizzled out. Someone who stopped ordering, maybe they're in a better spot. Maybe they were having a financial hardship, but maybe they're in a better spot now. Someone, maybe the business wasn't really important to them. Maybe they're at a better spot in their life where they have more time, or they really want to start focusing on doing this. So just remember, just because a situation is good or bad for someone right now, it doesn't mean their situation won't change in 90 days, 180 days, a year, 2 months. So some of the things that you want to do is you want to start circling back with, I would start with, first of all the people that are still with you. Circle back to all the people that you've enrolled that are still ordering, still plugged in, and just see if there's anything you can do to help them. The second thing you want to do is you want to reach out to people you previously talked with that either joined and dropped out, or they never joined, or they never purchased something. Just circle back to them. Because they might be in a whole better spot now than they were when you first approached them, or maybe their situation just changed. Maybe they're looking to get healthy and make money in 2026. Maybe they're looking to lose 30 pounds. Maybe they're looking to make an extra $1,000 a month, but maybe they weren't 6 months ago. So make sure you reconnect with people. There's lots of ways to do that: a phone call, a text message, a handwritten note, a Facebook message, an email, anything. It really doesn't matter what you do. Just start circling back to people. Melvin, would you like to add anything to this? Any tips you might have, or any suggestions? I'm trying to unmute him. No, let me try it again. You got to unmute yourself. Well, Mel, there we go. No, I'll do it. Try one more time. All right, I'm coming back to you, Melvin, just to keep it on time. The next one is to leverage the holiday season. For most businesses, and I'm sure it's not much different with Anovite, but for most businesses, the fourth quarter is a good sized chunk of their yearly revenue. I know in my eBay business, December, November, about 20 to 30% of my entire year's sales. So in every business, they have different months that are busier than others, but the holiday season is a good time to really leverage up your business, because people are feeling good, they're spending money, they're thinking about their health, they're thinking about their finances, they're in a happy-go-lucky mood. At least most people, maybe not everybody. Some need a hug, some need a bear hug. We get it, but most people are thinking about those things, and it's a good time to talk with people about getting healthy, about making extra money, about paying off those credit card bills they're going to accumulate from Christmas shopping, about increasing their income in 2026, about starting to get their body ready for the beach for 2026. Any of those things, now is a good time to do that. So what I recommend you do, well, there's a lot of things you can do. You can do like a 12 days of Christmas on Facebook, for example. You can highlight a different product every day for 12 days. You could pick a different customer or a different team member every day for 12 days and have them maybe answer 1 or 2 questions. You could pick a topic like, for example, the power of colostrum. And you could do the 12 days of colostrum and have, share a different cool fact about colostrum each of the 12 days. You're really only limited to your own creativity. So think of some things. Look at some things that Michelle and Landy and Kaylee do as a great example. They're very good with social media. You don't have to do this on social media, though. You can do this other ways too. You could have a holiday party at your house with the colostrum. Maybe make some hot chocolate, add some colostrum to it. Maybe showcase a couple products. You could do a customer appreciation week. I see, Melvin, you're unmuted now. Did you want to add anything to this?
Yeah, there's one thing that's truly magic, and that magic is called persistence. And a lot of people don't tend to understand that. But if you're persistent and you stay with what you're doing and you stay with it and hang in there and keep at it, you're going to win, especially with a program like this. One of the things I recommend everyone do, and I mean this with all sincerity, is you got to get yourself sold. You get yourself sold. If you get yourself sold on this program, I'm sold on it. There can't be a greater or better opportunity to have so much made available to you for free. You can't beat that. And then, secondly, to have a product that has a 90-day money back guarantee that everyone needs and can use, get yourself sold on that to where, and I just have to say it this way, till you tell everybody and their mama about it. That's it. And what they do about it or don't do about it, that's their business. That's their concern. But I guarantee you will not lose if you do that. Get your own mindset right. Tell everybody about it. The main problem I'm finding out that the majority of everyone's having is a lack of belief in themselves,
Yeah.
and being too concerned with someone looking at, and therefore I'm not sharing this information with, they all got it. So it's not that there's anything hard about this. It's the fear that's holding people back from doing what they need to do with something as perfect as what we have here.
Nelson, Melvin hit the nail on the head. What I want to add one thing. My takeaway from Melvin too is we can share all these great tips with you, but until you find the inner motivation to go and implement them in your business, it's going to be a struggle. So you gotta work on that belief, and you got to find that whatever it is that motivates you to go out and do some of these things that we teach you. Once you find that, you will become unstoppable. But I'm gonna keep going and finish these so we stay right on time. Number 4. This is probably one I shouldn't teach because I am not the most organized guy. I'm organized with my finances and my business numbers, but my office, this is blurred for a reason. It looks like a tornado came through my office. However, there is a value to getting organized in your business and decluttering some of the things that you don't need. For example, do you have a designated little workspace in your home where you're going to work on your business? Maybe it's the corner of one room. Maybe you have a little desk in the guest room. Maybe it's the kitchen table. That's where you work. But that's fine. Whatever it is, do you have a little designated space? Is it organized? Do you have the things that you need there? Are you well, these are the big two right here. Are you tracking your expenses? Are you organized with your business finances? Do you have some type of tax system to keep track of all your income and your expenses? And most importantly, have you reviewed your systems? Your systems to generate leads, your systems to follow up with people, your systems to help your team members. What is your personal system that you're using to do that? And are you following it? It's pretty eye-opening when you actually think about it. Landy, do you want to add anything to this?
It's just so true. You feel good when you clean out, even if you just clean out your closet. There's something psychologically just releasing things that makes room for you to bring better things in. So it's so true.
Absolutely. And some of the example ideas might help you. You could set up 10 minutes a week just to stay organized for your business. I don't recommend you spend an hour a day organizing. Spend an hour a day talking with people, but spend 10 minutes a week keeping everything organized. Do you know where your leads are? Do you know where your samples are? Do you know what your scripts are? Whatever it is that you need for your business, is it organized? Pretty simple. Number 5, review your finances. Now we're going to talk about tax tips next month. That's my goal. We're going to do a class on how to maximize your profits for your business and how to save money on your taxes. But you should keep a finger on the pulse of your business finances at least once a month. Every entrepreneur that I know, that's successful, they have a good idea of their business finances. Doesn't mean they're making a lot of money right out the gate, but they know the money that's coming in and the money that's going out. That's what's really most important. Now, the beauty of what we do is we don't really have many expenses. It's kind of nice. You have a traditional business, you have a lot of expenses. For most of us, it might be maybe a business card, maybe a sample if we send one something, but maybe advertising if you do that. Other than that, we have pretty much no expenses, which is unheard of in any type of business. But the few little expenses that you do have, you do want to be organized. I recommend you have a designated checking account that you run your business out of, so you don't take your grocery money for your business. You keep it all separate. Um, Maybe have a little spreadsheet that you update each month. We have an example spreadsheet in the Facebook group. I put that there a long time ago. Categorizing your expenses, maybe figuring out what products that you're moving the most of, and then once you know that, for the next one we're going to cover, that will be very helpful, which is to review and refresh your marketing. This is probably my favorite tip out of the 7. So this is what I want you to understand. Every single one of us, we already have a brand. And that brand is basically what other people think of us. And whether the brand is right or wrong, it is what we have established through how we communicate, how we talk, how we act with other people. Now, you have to ask yourself, when you have a business, is the brand that I'm showing or giving to people, is it the brand that I really want to have for my business? In other words, is my attitude good? Is my consistency good? Am I positive and uplifting? Am I consistent? All of those things affect your brand in your business. So this is what I recommend you do. I want you to look at all the things. We'll start with this. Look at all the things you did for marketing this past year. Maybe I'll give you some examples. Maybe you did Facebook. Maybe you made some YouTube videos. Maybe you joined some networking groups. Maybe you did drop cards, postcards, whatever you did. Look at all the things that you did and determine which one or two were the most effective. And then determine which ones were not effective. And what I want you to do in 2026, not do any more of the things that were ineffective and do a lot more of the things that were effective when you did them in your business. You can update your branding. Maybe you update your Facebook profile. Maybe if you do YouTube, maybe you have a designated channel for your business. If you do another social media platform, you want to make sure that the image that you're giving people is attracting people into your business, not repelling people from your business. Pretty simple. Another thing you can do, you can highlight seasonal products. You can try new channels. This is one of the best things you can do. I had a rule of thumb. I would try 3 or 4 new marketing strategies, and usually anytime I did that, I would find one that I did pretty good with, and I would find the other 2 or 3 they just didn't work well for me. And then I'd go try another 3 or 4, and I'd usually find one more that worked for me. So I want to encourage you, once a month in 2026, pick one new marketing strategy and do that month. Don't stop what you're currently doing that's working, but add in one new marketing strategy a month in 2026 that you're not doing right now. Learn what you can about it, use it a little bit, and see if you can get it working. And if you do that for the whole year, that means you're going to have tried 12 different things. You're probably going to find 1 or 2 things that work really, really well for you. Anything you want to add to this one, Landy? I know you're really good at marketing.
Well, I learned from the best. That's all I can
I
say.
learned from the best. So
No, this is great. Very thorough. Looks good to me.
okay. And remember, in a nutshell on this, if it's working, do more of it and do a better job at it. If it's not working, ditch it and focus more on what's working. There's no point beating a dead horse. Sorry, horses and horse lovers. But if you have done, I'll give you an example. If you made 100 YouTube videos and you have not attracted one person into your business, then YouTube videos is probably not going to be your thing to grow your business. On the flip side of the coin, if you've called 100 people and you've signed up 10 people, I don't know why you're doing anything but calling people. You should just be calling people and calling more people because it's working for you. So pick what works for you and do more of it and stop doing the things that don't work. And finally, number 7, this is something most businesses do this time of year. They evaluate your KPIs and your goals. KPIs are your key performance indicators. And a key performance indicator is really a critical metric in your business. It could be in a traditional business, it might be number of new customers, sales for the month, returns. It might be repeat purchases. In our business, our key performance indicators really are quite simple. It's the number of people we approach, the number of people we get into prospector, the number of people who try a free sample, and the number of people who become a customer or an associate. Those are really our only real key performance indicators that I know of anyway. So the number of people you talk to, the number of people who request a free sample, the number of people that you get into your prospector so you can follow up with them automated, and the number of people who become a customer or an associate. So what I recommend you do is you get a little dry erase board. You can get one from Dollar General for like $5 or Walmart, and you put those KPIs on that dry erase board. Number of people I approached, number of people that I sent a sample to, number of people that joined, number of people I followed up with, and you track it every month. And what you're going to find is by reviewing those key metrics, you're going to figure out what your ratio is for your business, and you're going to figure out what's going to work, and you're going to be able to track it so that you can do more of it. Another thing too, I just want to add into here is celebrate your wins. If you've been in the business for 6 months and you just signed up your first person, you better go and celebrate that victory. That's a great first step in the business. Don't always just be looking forward to the next rank or the next step. Make sure you celebrate your success along the way, and you help your team members do the same thing. And the last thing I want to add on this slide, which is one of the most important things, is to break your goals down into steps. Now, I learned about this back in Amway 25 years ago, my old Amway days, and this is what they would do. This is what they would tell me. They would say, look, let's say that let's say you're brand new in Anovite and you want to be a director by next December. And you know, to be a director, you're probably going to have to find probably 20 or 30 personal customers and maybe sign up 8 or 10 associates. Now, this is just a hypothetical example. So what you do is you would just simply break that number down into monthly steps. So if you knew you needed 24 customers by next December and say you needed 12 associates, then you would need to sign up 1 associate and 2 customers per month for the next 12 months. Now that's very doable. And then what you would do is you would take that 1 associate and those 2 new customers, and you would have 30 days to do that. So you could break that down and figure out what you needed to do each day so that you could achieve that monthly goal, and then do it 12 times and then achieve that yearly goal. That is really the secret. If you're just focused on hitting director or diamond, I mean, you haven't broken that down into action steps, you're never going to get there. You have to take it. It's like eating an apple. You have to do it 1 bite at a time, and you have to break the big things down to the little things so they become manageable. Melvin, did you want to add anything to that?
Chuck, there's no one on here that cannot have my phone number for any individual assistance or help that I could give them. And what I want everyone to do, and I mean this with all sincerity, is start talking to people, get themselves some leads, even if they're penny leads. We can get penny leads, we can get 5-cent leads, we can get to where the cost factor is not there. But if they start talking to people, and you keep talking to people, and you build your confidence, and you're going to improve upon what you say, not only is your business going to improve, but every aspect of your life, your personal growth, everything will come from that. And the company does every damn thing here for you. The only thing you got to do is start running your mouth and talking to people, and they're all over the place. It's and also they'll be overcoming the fear. And so I put so much emphasis on this mindset, getting this thing on straight, a belief in yourself, and then talking to and sharing something with everybody and their mama. And not every aspect of your life will start improving from that.
You got that right. You know, no one starts great, but every great person got started. And that really is the secret. I remember even when I first met Landy 6-7 years ago, and how far she's come in 6-7 years. And I look back to what I was like when I first started doing this almost 25 years ago. I was worse than a train wreck. But we can all improve and we can all get better. And I'm going to tell you this, you can change your life in a year. You can become a completely different person in 1 year if you just take little baby steps and you do it every day. Every day. You just get 1/10 of 1% better every day for a year. you're 3.65 times better. You're basically a whole new person. So do that for 2026. Just get a little bit better each day. Do something, get a little bit out of your comfort zone every day for 365 days. And if you do that, by the end of the year, you could approach the president of the United States and you would be confident in yourself and what you're offering that person. So just keep that in mind in the back of your head. So in conclusion, celebrate your wins, set goals, revamp your game plan, and then get to work and stay in work mode. That really is the secret to end the year strong and start the new year right. Our book of the week, this is one of my favorite books. This guy, if you never watch this guy on YouTube, he's a beast. Some people like him, some don't, whatever. But I like him. And this is called Your Next 5 Moves. And as business owners, I'm going to end with this before I turn it back over to Landy. But as business owners, we cannot get stuck in the busy work of our business 24/7. We have the responsibility to also step back and look at our business strategically, to look at it from the outside in and make those assessments and make those strategies and make those plans rather than just rolling up your sleeves, sitting behind your desk for 12 hours. Why not take 10 minutes first, map out what you're going to do, have that plan so that you can be objective, you can work smart, because it's not about how many hours you work. It's not. It's about how many people you approach. That's the real secret in this business. If you approach 5 people in 5 minutes, you will be more effective than someone who approaches 4 people in 5 hours. So it's not about the time that you work. It's about the number of people that you approach and then how good your approach is. And your approach is going to become good, or gooder, as I like to say, the more that you do it. The more that you do it, you won't even have to think about it. You might start with a script, but by the time you've talked with 100 people, you're going to have heard every objection. You're going to have dealt with every type of personality, and it's just going to flow naturally. But it's not going to start that way. So read this book, Your Next 5 Moves. It's about looking at your business from the outside and about being strategic, not just tactical. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to the International Galactic Double Ruby Presidential Ambassador, Landy Martin.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chuck. Amazing call as always. You always offer so much value and bring so much value. We're so blessed to have you and all your knowledge and your years of experience. Guys, I know Melvin talked about this, building that belief in yourself. And let me tell you a secret on how to do that. Show up for yourself. Okay. So many times we set goals or we say we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And we're like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. If you can do it today, don't put it off till tomorrow, because every time you show up for yourself, you are building that confidence. You are building that belief in yourself. And until you believe in yourself, other people are not going to believe in you. Okay. So work on your own belief, show up for yourself. You deserve it. You're here for a reason. So know that you are worthy of the goals that you have in your mind. Okay. I want to mention that we do have a new team website. It's called simplesuccessteam.com. Can somebody type that in the chat? Simplesuccessteam.com. And Kelly Reese put this site together, guys, and it's great. We've got our leaders are recognized on that site. If you hit a director above, you're getting a shout out on that site. But there's also just great tools and all the years of Kelly's knowledge on there, his books, all that's on there. So check that out. Take advantage of Christmas. Send out. Some of us still have a lot of boxes that we had that we earned with the freebies. So let's send those out as Christmas gifts. What a better time of year to send stuff out. Let's get these products in the hands of everybody. And like Chuck said earlier, pick up the phone. What better excuse to call your people and say, hey, I just wanted to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. Send out Christmas cards. Do all that, guys, because people forget how important the customers we've already brought in are. We need to nurture those relationships and let them know that we care about them and that we're here for them, because reorders are really the bread and butter of your business, right? We can always spend a lot of time being out there prospecting, and that's what we're always going to want to do, is prospect and get new people in. But it's our repeat business that's actually going to be the bread and butter, okay? And remember, Jordan Adler, okay? If you haven't read Beach Money, read it. It took him 11 years to recruit his first rep. He was that bad. Okay. He went on to earn multiple $1 million in this industry. So just never, ever give up on yourself. Keep showing up, and you guys got this. And I love each and every one of you. Thank you for showing up tonight. And we will see you next month on the same
Next year.
mastermind call.
Next year.
Oh my gosh, it's next year. What? Okay, guys. We got to end on that note. Peace
Night,
out.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.